What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Armbar Nerds. My name is Sid.
I'm Tim.
And I'm John.
That's right. Welcome to our first episode. This is a lot of excitement going on here. We've been wanting to do this for a while now. As you can see, you can't see us, but we can see you. Not really. We're not the FDA. But anyway, so Armbar Nerds, we've been wanting to do this for a while, and we're finally excited to have this finally take off.
Right.
So, first of all, how are you two doing?
Just dandy.
Yep.
I'm doing all right. That's my general state of being, I'd say.
Yeah. So, right. I know you two are basically essential workers during quarantine and all.
Right.
How's that going for you?
Annoyingly.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to listen to everyone's conspiracy theories about coronavirus, and I finally started taking shots at the idiots that come into my job and say that it's political or this or that, and I'm like, well, do you know anyone who actually had it? I know a nurse in New York who's stacking bodies in trailers because they have no place to put the bodies. So you want to talk about it being political, you want to talk about it being just like the flu, blah, 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 all the other bullshit that comes out of these people's mouths, it just sickens me. And
how about it's a deadly disease and we all need to work together to make sure that it doesn't spread any further?
Well, Sid, that is smart, and unfortunately, most of America isn't.
Right.
Yeah. But here we are. So you're welcome. Anyway.
Here we are.
Yeah. I mean, so how have y'all been, during quarantine, how are y'all entertaining yourselves besides talking to me and shit?
Me, I've been just, watching shows,
Nice.
Most recently, I watched the new Chris D'Elia stand-up special on Netflix. He's one of my favorites. So I was happy to see him get a new special at this trying time.
A lot of women have a crush on him for some reason.
I don't see why. Honestly,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just So, Tim, what about you?
I have spent this quarantine time getting back in the good graces of a loved one.
Awesome.
And that's went well. Aside from that, been watching a lot of cartoons. Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
The Misadventures of Flapjack. Some anime with My Hero Academia. I tried to watch A Certain Magical Index the other day, but that didn't really work out for me.
I heard there was someone, I was talking to someone, they said that there was an anime called Bear Stars or B Star, something like that.
Beast Stars.
And
that's on Netflix.
I heard that was really good.
I watched really 2 episodes. It's really weird.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It's dark and the animals are human. Have a lot of human characteristics, and it was just weird to me.
So they're basically furries. Is that what you're saying?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Just very recently, one Mr. Tim Farley helped me pop my anime cherry with My Hero Academia. So I just recently started season 3 of My Hero.
Nice.
And upon completion of My Hero, I am planning on continuing to watch Cowboy Bebop, which I watched one episode of, and it was really good. But I decided that I don't want to watch anymore until I'm done with My Hero.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I think the most recent anime I finished was Outlaw Star, which, by the way, Nerdy Mark channel, check it out. Me and Tim reviewed it, so in case you want to, if y'all are interested. But no, I've been trying to watch GTO a little bit here and there. Right now, I think I finally, generously offered up Disney Plus to the whole family, and What's going on?
Sammy
probably
just fell
doing
right on her
stunts.
Ass. And I looked. She looked at me. Just smiled.
Nice.
This kid's indestructible.
Father's doing stunts,
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, we've been watching a lot of Disney Plus. I showed my parents The Mandalorian, and they loved it.
There you go.
That was cool. Yeah. It was funny because IGN put out like a trailer for season 2, but it came out on April 20th, so it was literally just like a happy 420 thing where Yoda's like smoking a joint or something like that. Finally, like Yoda's like a teenage Yoda, and he's like smoking some like a freaking bong or some shit like that. It was funny, but I was gonna do a reaction, and then halfway through I was like, oh, this is a parody. Screw this. So I had to scrap that video. Yeah. And, of course, I told you guys this, but I finally beat Kingdom Hearts 3. So that was my crowning achievement during this quarantine. So, yeah.
What was your thoughts on the game, Sid?
So I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun to play. Definitely, we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for, I would say, over 5 years now. I mean, obviously, if any Kingdom Hearts fans are watching, they can correct me. But, like the last game came out, like, ages ago, and then now, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 was first revealed at, like, 2015, E3 2015, and and it finally came out in 2019. So, we've been waiting. It's suffices to say that Kingdom Hearts fans have been somewhat impatient, or we have a lot of patience. And when it finally came out, I think it was worth the wait for sure. I would say, obviously, they improved the gameplay a lot because they used, and then the graphics look a lot more updated because they use Unreal Engine 4 now, which, so it's pretty nice. And I mean, of course, it doesn't sacrifice the cuteness factor of some of the Disney characters. So, John, if you ever do get into Kingdom Hearts, that may be something that you like. Mm-hmm. But I think, obviously some of the weapons that you get, the Keyblade attachments that you get are pretty sweet. Like my favorite ones were the one from Big Hero 6 and the one from Toy Story. And surprisingly, the one from Frozen. As much as I hated that world, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of the Frozen movies or any of that stuff. But I like the level just because of the awesome, sweet gear it gave me.
Nice.
But the only gripes that I really have is the fact that the cutscenes are too freaking long and the dialogue is cheesy as hell. So, but in the ending definitely kind of hinted, basically confirmed that this is not the last Kingdom Hearts game and that there are going to be more games coming down. And it's I'm just excited to when they finally announce it after Final Fantasy 54. They're probably going to announce the next Kingdom Hearts game. So that's there. But that's my summarized thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
For video games, for me, I recently I started a new straight up vanilla Minecraft survival world, so I've been going hard on that for
nice
about a week now.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that. I'm continuing my search for the elusive Nintendo Switch console because I want nothing more than to throw my life away to Animal Crossing right now. I know. I want it so bad.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I have not played any. Like I have not even played the original Animal Crossing, but I've seen videos.
See, I've played every single one.
Really?
Yeah, I've played every one since the GameCube.
Oh, interesting. Okay. No. Didn't they have one of those characters as in Smash?
Yeah. The
excuse me,
playable character, like
the villager,
is a character in Smash Brothers Wii U. I don't know if it's in the Switch Smash. It probably is.
It probably is because it's the ultimate.
Yeah.
They're in Mario Kart too.
Yeah, they're also in Mario Kart. They were DLC for Mario Kart.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Damn.
Another DLC for Mario Kart 8 was Link, which was really cool. I used to love racing as Link. Yeah.
Damn. So, like, what were, like, so I guess, growing up, what were, like, some of your favorite video games? I know you, John, you kind of hinted at Animal Crossing, but anything else?
Yeah, well, the first game that I remember playing, keep in mind, I was born in 1991, so I'm not going to say Pong, you old assholes. I'm sorry. But the first game that I vividly remember playing is Super Mario World, which for many people my age was their introduction to games.
Yeah, same here.
Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The first console that I myself owned was an original PlayStation, and with that I got Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. So that was the first, like, I guess you could call modern era video game I played.
Okay.
As far as other childhood games that I liked, one that probably nobody will remember, but there was a game for the PS2 called Road Trip, where it was...
I heard about that.
It was made very much like a JRPG.
Interesting.
Where every character was a vehicle, was a car. And you played as a car. Okay. And you just drove around. And the worlds in that game, there was one that was styled like Las Vegas. There was one that was styled like Tokyo. So you just went all around, different mini games.
That freaking sounds like Cars, like a game made from the movie Cars.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, when the movie Cars came out, that was I kind of felt like that was an idea ripped off from Road Trip, but like I said, Road Trip until the early 2000s was a Japan exclusive game, so nobody even really knew about it. So
there you go.
Other games like wrestling games were always a staple in my household. For sure.
Yeah.
WCW versus NWO Revenge.
Yeah, WCW
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
2000. There were so many good ones.
SmackDown Shut Your Mouth for the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
I played the hell out of that game.
No Mercy, of course.
No Mercy. Here Comes the Pain. The SmackDown vs. Raw series for PS2 I played. Another game that kind of shaped my love for 3D platforming was the Spyro the Dragon series.
Nice,
yeah.
That was a good one.
I was quite excited when those Crash remakes and the Spyro remakes came out.
Yeah, that was, I think, the first ever experience I ever had with, like, any PlayStation was Spyro. Because I remember, I spent a week at my great aunt's place in New York City, Long Island, and her daughter, which I guess makes her my aunt technically, she had a PlayStation, and at that time she was kind of growing out of the video game phase, but she was, because she was like in her teens, and she's like, I'm into boys now, whatever. But so hey, I mean, it is what it is. So I remember she had Spyro. The only game she had was like Spyro. So I would play the shit out of that game, every time, and it was a lot of fun. And then I think, my first one was definitely, like you said, John, the Super Mario. We had in India. My cousin had this console. It was like a fake NES, basically, and you had like this one cartridge where you play literally like a good amount of the games from Nintendo NES were in it. Like, I'm talking about Super Mario, Contra, Dr. Mario.
What was it? Raspberry Pi? Was that what it was?
No.
Do you know what a Raspberry Pi is?
No, I don't.
It is... Okay, Tim is laughing his ass off because he thinks that I mean a literal Raspberry Pi.
I know you don't, but it just sounds so funny.
So, a Raspberry Pi is a... Okay.
Dude, his face is red.
Calm down, man. Yeah. Alright. A Raspberry Pi is a computer the size of like an SD card that was put into like NES cartridges, which it made it basically could make an NES into an emulator, and they just had ROMs.
It's one of the first emulators. Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. There's Tim. I think you need to give him some water or some shit.
No,
Tim needs to...
if he dies, he dies. Because if he's dying at
the
words Raspberry Pi, he deserves it.
At least I'm happy.
Freaking Dolph Lundgren up in here. If he dies, he dies. You know?
You gonna ask me about video games, bitch?
Sure. Well, if you have any, you don't play a lot of games, but sure.
Not now,
whatever.
but I did when I was.
Well, you should.
Young.
Yeah, you should.
Because the games now are awesome.
I just don't have the attention span.
Right. We know.
But you have the attention span to watch like an hour-long wrestling match?
Yep. Anyway.
So it's not that you don't have the attention span, it's priorities.
Priorities, man.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Now I play sports games because they're easy.
Sports games are more fun to play than to actually watch sports.
Correct. Actually,
I agree with that.
Actually, NBA, 2K or the EA Sports one got me into basketball, and playing NHL got me to understand hockey way better. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, I was a Nintendo kid. Super Mario World 3 was amazing.
Same.
I was always like, another thing about video games was like, I wasn't like great at them. I got to points and I just couldn't get past them, and I'd try, and then I'd just be like, no. But I loved Legend of Dragoon, which is an RPG off PlayStation.
Dragoon. Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
It's really underrated.
Very.
Because it came out around the same time as Final Fantasy 7 and 8.
So. That's why.
You know,
buried in that whole thing.
Right. They've been making the same game over and over and just adding more things to it, but a revolutionary game to me, and one that everyone I knew played. We all went over each other's houses and played it. We knew all the codes. Was Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, like, that was such an amazing game. Like, and, like, when I see John play the new one, or the latest one, it's just like the same game. Like, it hasn't revolutionized itself again. It just has more things, which is cool.
Well,
you know,
to be fair, you've only ever seen me play the online game, GTA Online.
Yeah.
The story mode is very much different than. I think the switch over to the more cinematic style stories for GTA happened with GTA Vice City. So yeah. But you continue on your.
But I mean, like, I always played the wrestling games because that's what I was good at.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for WrestleMania 2000 and WCW versus NWO Revenge, man, I don't know.
Right.
Those were such good games.
I still stand by WWF No Mercy. That's the game that got me into wrestling. That is what got me into wrestling. Like, not even like a match. People say, The Rock versus Stone Cold feud, or Bret Hart versus Stone Cold, or Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, and those are fantastic. But for me, it was honestly just playing WWF No Mercy and just always playing as The Rock. Mm-hmm. And then I remember creating like my own character. That was like one of the best things.
Dude, making your own wrestlers was always the best part.
Yeah, and I mean, see, the thing is, like, and you were talking about, like, Tim, you talking about how they just keep making only minor improvements to games with GTA. Kind of got me thinking, because, like, you know, there is a lot of a difference these days. You know, there are certain games that are just manufactured and certain games that are actually created, in my opinion. Yeah, Call
of Duty is heavily manufactured.
Is manufactured.
And
unfortunately, exactly. Unfortunately, sadly, a game that's fallen into that same mold is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
you know, to an extent, and
it really sucks to see what's happened to that series.
I know, right? Like it's just R.I.P.
As far as games that were created, like you were saying, fucking indie games are where it's at right now, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I just downloaded. If you have a PS4, I don't know about Xbox. If you have a PS4, Journey is free. Download that
Journey
shit
is
right now.
PlayStation exclusive, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's fine.
But yeah,
I'll watch people play it all day. I watch the.
I downloaded. Yeah, I still need to finish. Now that I beat KH3, I can probably start focusing on Shadow of the Colossus.
Nice.
That's. I beat like the first boss, and then I just went back to KH3.
Yeah.
I was like, no shit, I need to finish this game because.
I recently decided that I'm going to get back into Skyrim.
Okay.
Because it seems to be coming back around in popularity again.
That was another game that I hit a brick wall in.
Yeah, Skyrim.
I really like that game.
Yeah. Skyrim for me, I remember when I first got Skyrim, the character I created, he looked exactly like Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Awesome. So that's literally what I named him. I named him Vegeta. Yeah, and there's a hack if you I don't know what the cheat code is, but like in the beginning scene with the dragon and everything, there's a hack which actually makes the dragon look like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, there's a Macho Man mod, there's a Thomas the Tank Engine mod, there's there's so many. Like, thank God for the modder community because once you play through a game once, they just create replayability.
Exactly, yeah. But
going back to childhood games, though, I just remembered one of my favorite series of all time is the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series.
Yeah,
I played the hell out of those games. Mm-hmm. Those games molded my musical tastes as an adult. And another game that I played the hell out of as a kid. On the PlayStation 1, there was a Hot Wheels racing game that I played.
I think I saw that. I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
Almost every day I played this game.
Nice. Like, for me, I think the first console that I had was a Nintendo 64, so I also went the Nintendo route, much like Tim here. But apart from No Mercy, I also played Mario Kart 64, Super Smash, obviously. Another game that I played was actually based off of this show called Xeno Warrior Princess.
Okay.
And that was a fun game, actually. I really liked. I really dug that. What else did I play? Oh yeah, Goldeneye. If you're talking about the James Bond games, those were the shit.
Amazing.
Well,
those were the shit. My God.
Another one was Buck Bumble and Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah,
Banjo Kazooie. Yeah.
My gaming confession is I never in my life owned a Nintendo 64.
That's okay. I never owned a PlayStation 1.
I went from SNES to PlayStation 1 and then went to GameCube.
Nice. Yeah. Well, so what was y'all's trajectory of consoles for both of you?
I had SNES, which I basically played because my grandma had it. PlayStation 1, GameCube, PlayStation 2, and then Wii, and I had a Wii and an Xbox 360 at the same time.
Nice.
And then I had a Wii U and an Xbox One at the same time. And now I pretty much just play the Xbox One, but I still have the Wii and the Wii U. I still have those. But
nice.
I predominantly play on Xbox One now.
Nice.
Mine was Nintendo, Atari Lynx.
Oh, wow.
Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox, PlayStation 3, Wii, Nintendo Switch, I guess.
Okay.
You have a PS4, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a PS4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know you don't play much anymore, Tim, but you just have sports games, or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For me, it was 64. Wow. 64, then it was a PlayStation 2, then 360, then now PS4. The thing is,
I think I had a 360. Yeah. I sold that shit.
Oh, yeah. I sold my 64 for a PlayStation 2, which I regret because I want to see, like, I see like people selling it in like conventions now. I'm very tempted to go pick one up.
Right.
But my only concern is like the red, white, and yellow cables, and with the new TVs.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the same compatibility as they used to. They do? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most do.
Hey, so anyone listening to this, if you're selling your 64, just hit me up, okay? I'll pick it up. I'll take it off your hands. Anyway, just include Goldeneye and No Mercy and all that shit.
Yeah, also, if you're selling a Nintendo Switch at the fucking MSRP price, not $600, hit me up.
That's some bullshit, yeah. That's some shit, man. Come on.
It really is.
You don't know. That's anyway, but yeah, I think like for me, fondest memories. I do like the online gaming and all that good stuff. Well, now not as much because I have played a little bit of Fortnite and whatnot, and not a fan.
I tried.
I
tried to get good at Fortnite, and
yeah, same here.
I couldn't.
I remember Apex Legends when that came out?
Apex Legends, they tried really hard for about a month there, and then died.
It was decent. It wasn't bad at all.
I think it was better than Fortnite.
For sure.
People stopped playing it.
Yeah, because Fortnite had freaking celebrity cameos. Now they have what's his face, Travis Scott. Yeah,
Travis Scott's in there.
Travis Scott.
Fucking, they got the kids, man. They got the kids hooked on it.
They got the kids hooked.
Damn kids. Yeah, and
hey,
all these 12-year-olds.
It doesn't bother me at all because they took all the weird kids away from Minecraft.
Oh, that's a good one. No, yeah, now and all the kids who want to burn your house down and rape your mom, they're all
on Fortnite, dude.
They're on Fortnite. They're all
either
Call of
Fortnite
Duty
or Madden.
or Call of Duty. Well, what about Call of Duty? Are they still on there?
Probably. I don't play Call of Duty, so I don't know. Because it's a toxic as fuck fan base, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's dumb. One of the best first-person shooters I played though is Halo.
Yeah,
that was that's the my own
Halo 1 once.
I played Reach. I played a little bit of Halo 3 and I played Halo Reach, and I remember enjoying the hell out of both of them. Matter of fact, I remember playing Forge mode quite a bit with my friends, and we would freaking stay up until like 10 o'clock in the morning. Like one time we pulled a freaking all-nighter and just stayed up and played. And it was a lot of fun. But, sorry. I don't know if y'all are getting bored of my stories. But
I don't know what Tim's thinking of.
What's that game that's on PlayStation? Now it's like Badlands or Borderlands?
Borderlands, yeah.
That shit is fun as hell, man. Like
it is. It's a lot of fun.
Like I can't play it by myself, but I remember one night me and Drake just went to town on it. And then another night, I like the Batman games. Like the latest Batman.
The Arkham games?
Oh, the Arkham games. Yeah.
Those are
the Arkham games or the Telltale
Batman games? The Arkham games.
I played...
Those are real fun.
I'm currently playing through the Telltale game. I'm currently playing through Batman Telltale because it was free on Xbox Live this month.
Huh. Fun fact, John's a Marvel fan, but he's playing Batman. Just that explains a lot. Yeah.
I'm
just kidding.
I'm a superhero fan. I don't care what company you're from.
Also, I totally missed all of this, but aside from sports games, it's fighting games, man. Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, you're all about fucking Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Soul Calibur. Man, I owned them all. And
Soul Calibur 2.
I killed.
Soul Calibur was fun.
I bought Soul Calibur 2 because it had Link. So you can see Mario Kart had Link. Soul Calibur 2 had Link. You can see where I pick my games.
Exactly. Sorry, Tim, what you were saying?
I mean, I owned all of them and I killed. But then you go online and these little Japanese kids just whoop your ass in 20 seconds.
I know.
It's it's very humble.
I mean, I know if you play if you play Counter-Strike, you're freaking toast because all these Korean
I play fucking
kids.
Dude. I play campaign mode, and I'm a monster. I'm a beast, and then I go play online, and I sit in a lobby for 2 hours because I get killed in 10 seconds. So, like, shit.
Yeah. Those games really annoy me. Because, like, you just jump into a world, and then all of a sudden somebody just pops up out of nowhere and you're dead. Like, it's too frustrating for me.
Little spawn-killing bitches, man.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, the damn kids, man. Like, kids, these... okay, and we sound like a bunch... I sound like a freaking old head here, but kids just have it so much easier today with their fucking, online playing and Fortnite.
Well, because the hell they want. I used to have to save up money to buy my shit.
Exactly, yeah. Man, I had this. I saved up money to buy my PS4. Like, I bought that with my own money.
Yeah.
And like, I'm still freaking proud of it. And the next console that comes out, once the price goes down, I will freaking buy it with my own money. I'm not going to ask mom and dad for a damn penny. And that's just the thing I think that's wrong. That's one of the things these days that I think kids need to understand is like, look, if you want something, you should learn to save money for it.
We have been going for half an hour.
Okay.
Any other topics you guys want to get into?
I think this episode is good with video games.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good video games are, we can get into like, maybe like music or something. I don't know. Whatever y'all want to do.
You want to keep talking video games? What do you got, Tim?
Yeah, let's keep talking video games.
I'm okay. Like, I'm
okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine with video games because, like, I've been wanting to do more gaming content anyway.
Right.
So I think video games is fine. And another game that and I have right here, and I've showed this to both of you, but another game that I think is one of the most underrated game franchises in Nintendo is Metroid right here. Yeah. And I actually have I'm holding a Samus action figure, which is actually very good quality, believe it or not. And I freaking found it in a neighborhood Walmart for $3.
Nice.
Like, I saw this and I'm like, this is a fucking steal right here, and I'm going to take it. So I remember buying that, and I remember playing Metroid. The first Metroid game I played was Fusion for the Game Boy Advance. That was probably one of my longest, the longest lasting gaming consoles is like the handheld ones.
Right.
And that's the thing, these days, like, they don't get a lot of love, I mean, yeah, you can take the Switch with you wherever you want to go, but there's not like a console that you can, just a handheld thing anymore.
Dude,
I had Game Boy Color, Game Boy
Advance,
and PSP, which was ahead of its time, man.
The PSP was nice.
The Nintendo 3DS helped me survive the 7-hour car ride to Philadelphia. When we went. 3DS, when we went.
Nice.
It helped me. It helped me out a lot.
3DSs. Yeah, they don't. I don't think handheld games get a lot of love. I mean,
they don't get a lot of love at all, dude. But like,
that sucks.
Some of the most influential games were started as handheld games. Kirby started on the Game Boy.
Right,
Kirby started on Game Boy. Fucking Pokemon, dude. Pokemon was always a handheld. Like, Pokemon seems like the only handheld game that gets the respect it deserves.
Okay, so real quick, going off a little bit. So, what is y'all starter Pokemon?
Starter Pokemon? Generation 1, I always pick Squirtle.
Okay, Tim?
I like Squirtle.
Don't remember. I would probably start the game with Charmander and then restart it with Squirtle because I love Blastoise.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
I always based it on what the final evolution looked like.
Never.
I always picked
ever chose Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur gets no love, dude, but Venusaur is a damn good Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean Venusaur is basically a giant pothead. Just look at him.
Look at him.
I played Generation 1 and I played like Black 2, the stuff before X and Y came out.
Yeah, I stopped after Generation 2, I think. After like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, all those games. I kind of just stopped after that. In those games, so in the first generation, I always picked Charmander, and then for doing Silver, Gold, and Crystal, I had Crystal. I picked Cyndaquil.
Well,
and then
you want to hear something fucking crazy?
Sure.
I played Pokemon Fire Red.
Oh, nice.
And then played Pokemon X.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I literally
skipped
Generation 1 and then the most recent generation are the games that I played.
That's what's up, yeah. Yeah, I had I recently, like, through college, I had an emulator on my phone, and, like, I played Pokemon and all the, like, Game Boy Advance games that relived my childhood, and I discovered some other games that I never played either. I played, Metroid Fusion. I finished it. Metroid Zero Mission was cool, but it's basically like a retelling of the first Metroid game. And I remember getting to, like, one of the bosses, and it got hard as hell, and I just, like, I remember, like, even once I'm throwing my phone across the car while I was playing it. It was so hard. And I remember, Castlevania is another franchise that I really like.
I loved Castlevania 64.
Yeah?
Man.
Really?
Yeah, the one on 64 was so good.
Okay.
Killed that.
Are you awake?
Killed that shit.
You alright, Tim?
Well, I mean, if everybody watched the video from last night, they would know
that
I was drinking. And
yes.
today,
You're still hungover.
Hungover.
What time did you wake up?
I don't know.
Like right before you came here. What? No.
Like right before, like a minute ago. It's like, oh, hey, what's up?
My sleeping
That's
schedule's
cool.
been so off because my schedule at work has been like, instead of coming in at 2 or 1 or whatever, I've been coming in at 4 and 5. So, like,
damn.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and me, instead of coming in at 4, I've been coming in at 2. Like, we switched.
Yeah.
And for me, it just doesn't change. I work a 9 to 5, so it doesn't change for me. So it's still kind of, whatever. And then, what was I saying before we got into that? Castlevania, yes, Tim. What you said, Castlevania 64. Anything else you played in the Castlevania series, or is that it?
Not that I could think of.
Okay. Because I played one called Aria of Sorrow. That was a lot of fun. And it didn't have anything to do with the Belmont family, which is interesting. And so, like, I would freaking just play that. And you didn't even have a whip. You had, like, a sword, which is cool. But
it was an awesome game, dude. I think it was on PlayStation. It was Nightmare Creatures.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never played it.
Nightmare Creatures, was that the one where you played as all the different animals?
No.
There's a, what is that one called?
You ever played Manhunt?
Never played it myself, but I used to watch my uncle play it.
Yeah, that game was messed up, man. I didn't play that shit.
I watched another game I never played, but watched my uncle play. I quote unquote played a lot of games by watching my uncle play when I was a kid.
Nice. That's how you do sometimes.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was a game that I used to love watching him play.
Okay. I heard like a lot of people. I don't know. Is there like any conflict between the Resident Evil and the Silent Hill communities? I'm not sure, but
not that I know of.
Because a lot of people, like I've asked some people, like, "Hey, have you played the Resident Evil?" They're like, "Yeah, no, I didn't really care about it, but you know what's such a good game? Silent Hill." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right." And
horror fans are really franchise loyal.
Yeah. I mean, I've the only horror movies I've really seen. I don't know if you want to count this horror, but Sixth Sense, that was a good horror movie. And then I remember Omen 2. That was another horror movie I watched, which I actually enjoyed, as disturbing as it freaking was, because because the kid is freaking Satan, Oh, we said Satan on a podcast. Oh.
I'm very interested in like paranormal type shit, so I always like the ones like I always like the movies like The Conjuring, Haunting in Connecticut, The Grudge. I like movies like that.
Okay.
I like stuff with like ghosts and demons.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I don't like watching horror movies, but I'm still interested like in the lore. Yeah. So I'll go and like watch videos about the movie or read about the film or the franchise, but I'll never go watch the damn movie because I'm just, I guess I'm a pussy. I guess
spooky.
Because they're a little spooky. Yeah.
You want to hear about the worst movie ever made?
What's the worst movie ever made?
100 Days of Sodom.
Oh boy,
I have never watched it.
Reading about it on Wikipedia gives me anxiety.
Yeah. I think one of the worst movies I saw, and this may be a little controversial.
I don't know what it is.
Dude, one time Drake downloaded like the 100 most fucked up movies ever.
Okay.
And he was
watching them.
I don't know. He was watching them on the computer, and he was like, "Dude, come over here." And I'm like, "I have no interest in any of that. Like,
it
freaks me out."
Yeah. Yeah.
Freaks me out, man. Like, if you read up about that movie, it's just.
Then you'll. I think another movie that sounds like it's similar to it is Hellraiser, which, you know, I read the story of that and I was like, this is freaking weird. And like, yeah, it was crazy because it's literally about like this woman who wants to kill her husband to bring back like her dead boyfriend so she can have sex with him again. Like really like
this movie is about like
BDSM shit.
The elite, like like aristocratic people taking like people with less money and making them do things like just I don't know, man.
Just sexual things mainly.
It's like hostile porn, you know, like
weird. Oh my god!
It was like the beginning of that whole kind of.
And Drake watched this on purpose.
But okay, for those who don't know, explain who Drake is.
Drake is the fourth member of our DMs.
Yeah, we have a group chat and he pops in every now and then, and he'll give his thoughts on whatever we're talking about. He's an anomaly.
He comes in and then he goes. And he comes in and then he's gone again.
Yeah, I mean he's cool though. He's super chill.
He's cool.
I've talked to him before.
He's very super like chill. I've talked. It's not something I've ever heard him be called.
Although he called us all pussies for not watching horror movies, so there's that. But
it's spooky, man.
Yeah, it's spooky.
I don't want to be spooky.
It's spooky.
I don't want to be spooked.
Yeah. Anyway, but like, as far as back to video games, I guess. But I think we were talking about Castlevania since that's about vampires and shit. So that's kind of where this came about. But yeah, that was there. I remember playing another game that I actually have played that I don't know if you guys have ever heard of for PS2. It's called Mercenaries.
Nope.
That was so. I would even go as far as to say that was like a precursor to Just Cause. So, like, because you are literally just a mercenary, and you can take contracts from any and it's set during like a war zone time, and you can take contracts from anybody you want. And the thing is, the more shit you blow up, the more money you get. So, imagine.
So it's actually called Sallow or the 120 Days of Sodom, and this little thing says a group of fascists round up 9 adolescent boys and girls and subject them to 120 days of physical, mental, and sexual torture.
Ugh.
Who the fuck wants to watch that?
I have no idea.
Drake.
There you go. Yeah, the only reason I told you guys to clarify who Drake was is I didn't want them to think that we were friends with the rapper / singer Drake. So.
But I am friends with him.
Yes, you are.
I call him.
Oh, can you sing?
Huh?
Well, can you sing?
No, I can't. But he can. I'll have him do it for me.
He's the god of the six, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. He's asking Kiki if she loves him.
He likes underage girls.
Oh, jeez.
You used to call him on his cell phone, didn't you, John?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late night when you needed his love.
He stopped talking to me because he found out that I wasn't a.
I think he likes underage girls. I didn't hear about this.
It's just.
Yeah, he found out he knew. Hey, they were good girls, and he knew it. So, and they didn't act different around him. And every time he would, take, every time they'd get in his car, they would just hold on because they were going home. So,
just so
anyway.
I'm going home. I love that song.
That's a good song, though. I like that. Yeah, but see, now you know why I listen to The Weeknd.
Oh yeah.
So weird. Yeah. He was like, I think I mentioned this to you yesterday, John, but like he was, he did an episode of American Dad. Like he co-wrote it and he starred in it too. So that was pretty interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, but what were you saying again before we got into the whole Drake thing?
I don't remember.
I am so sorry. Just fucking.
Well, there was something that I wanted to talk about, but it has nothing to do with video games.
Who cares?
Right. Go ahead.
I really want to talk about, because I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody about it, because nobody at work cares about this shit like I do.
I think I know what it is.
That Pentagon footage of the UFOs, dude.
Oh,
Tom DeLonge.
I want to talk about it.
Blink-182 released it a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now the government released it, and no one even gives a shit.
Well,
what is up with that?
No one gives a shit because of this dumbass coronavirus bullshit.
Yeah.
And not that it's bullshit, but like...
And now you have the murder hornets. And now you got these freaking murder hornets that are, killing 50 people in Japan, and then now they made it here. They're actually in the East Coast, so you boys be careful, seriously.
Yeah.
So
this footage that the Pentagon released, we had it was two videos that had already been leaked in 2007 and in 2017. So that's where Tom from Blink-182 comes in. So the New York Times says it's a clip from 2004 that was filmed by two Navy fighter pilots.
Excuse me.
And they got a somewhat clear image of a round object hovering above the water about 100 miles out into the Pacific Ocean.
Huh.
So that's pretty close to home for us.
That's pretty crazy, yeah.
So we got the Pentagon said in its statement, quote unquote, after a thorough review, the department has determined that the authorized release of these unclassified videos does not reveal any sensitive capabilities or systems and does not impinge on any subsequent investigations of military airspace incursions by unidentified aerial phenomena. The Department of Defense is releasing the videos in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulating was real, or whether or not there is more to the videos. The aerial phenomena observed in the videos remains characterized as unidentified and is very, very real.
Wow. Okay.
So, what do you think?
That's freaking crazy. So now, we're not crazy when we said that there is life outside of Earth.
Of course there is. I think it's...
Yeah, there is.
I think it's incredibly egotistical to think that we are the only things in this universe. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think it's just surface level thinking, honest to God.
It's very surface level thinking. And,
yeah.
I mean, we have very advanced technology that can go out there. We have a rover on Mars right now that can send audio recordings to Earth. That is bananas to me. Just recently, I listened to a recording of wind on Mars.
Wow.
It's insane. And I love NASA. I love space.
Yeah. Space is nice.
Space is nice. And cold. And quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I love Elon Musk. I love SpaceX. I love all that
SpaceX,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, and this is a serious question. I'm not making a joke, but the wind on Mars, does it sound any different from the wind on Earth? Like, seriously, I'm asking.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I mean,
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I read something today that there's like 88,000 inhabitable planets in the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're finding more quite frequently.
There's a planet. One of them has been identified as Glicia 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like several light years away from Earth, and it has the exact same like atmosphere as Earth, and so you could just live there. But I think speaking of Earth, like we're talking about this whole lockdown and this whole coronavirus thing. A lot of people, I would say, and this is something that I believe, I think that the Earth just wants to hit the reset button. So it's just like, you know what? All humans and dogs and everything, just stay your ass at home. Earth is under maintenance right now, and we will call you when we're good to go.
Look what's happening.
Yeah.
Look what's happening. They were able to see jellyfish in the canals in Venice. Jellyfish are
dolphins,
clear.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to see them, but they can be seen.
The pollution is so far down, you can see John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know. And by the way, we will be talking some wrestling on this podcast too, in case you guys didn't realize.
It's bound to come up now and then. I mean, it's our bread and butter. It's what we based our relationship on.
I mean, we can still talk about. I mean, I don't give a shit if we just take a whole. Like, I know we were talking about a whole appreciation of Keith Lee episode. Let's just do it here. Not right now, but like, not today, but obviously a future episode.
So coming up on the end here.
Yes.
It's almost time to wrap up, but
yes,
I want to talk a little bit more about space, if I'm allowed to.
Yes. Yes.
Can you? Eventually, we are going to see a time where humans are living on the planet Mars. I am 100% convinced of this. Because there are things that are already in the works to make this happen.
One thing I can imagine is this. I can imagine Mars, obviously being inhabited by humans, but I think that a lot of people will still stay here on Earth. So I could see interplanetary travel becoming a possibility down the line.
Yeah.
It's
going to be long ways off.
For sure.
We will
happen.
Almost certainly be dead and gone by the time it happens.
Who are the people who get to go there first? Who inhabits the planet?
Whoever's richest, because it's going to be money based.
Correct.
Yeah,
and
most likely.
It's been said, and it's, I think, very true. The first groups of people to go there are very likely going to die. Because it's
so just send the rich and famous over there.
It's gonna be a very trial and error based.
Thing. I volunteer the Kardashians to go there first.
Tim is a very fuck the rich type person, so like.
I mean, I don't say fuck the rich. I just say fuck the people who think they're better than everybody else because they have money.
Fuck the rich who aren't good.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Kardashians.
And the Kardashians.
And the Kardashians.
And the Rothschilds, yeah.
All of the international
and the fucking Wall family.
All the people who run the world.
Mega fuck Jeff Bezos.
Ouch. Yeah. Anyway, we're not trying. We're gonna keep it positive here, folks. But I get it. You gotta. There's so much shit going on in this world. Let's just.
But I get it. No.
I feel you. Yeah, but like,
So yeah. I think with that, it's about time to wrap here. On the first episode of Armbar Nerds.
Yes.
If this is something you all enjoy, please like the video, share it with your friends. We want to spread the word as best we can. You know what? Contact us on social media as well. Like, you can still find us on Sid's Twitter at Sids92. You can still find us at Armbar Audio. Give us topics. Tell us what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll talk about anything.
Slide into our DMs. They're open.
Yeah, our DMs are always open. Slide in.
Yeah. All right.
You can send me an email, send me a DM, send a carrier pigeon to my house. I will answer you.
Yep. Yeah, and that's our show, folks. Thank you so much.
That's our show.
For watching or listening, however you are doing it. If you like what you were hearing or watching, please let us know, like John said. And we will see you guys next time. Stay safe. Take care. Do what you got to do.
We didn't even mention that.
Yeah.
The current plan is for this to... the trial run for this is going to be on a bi-weekly basis. So the next time you hear from us is going to be on May 20th, 2020. So we will see you then.
What day is that, by the way?
That is a Wednesday. It's going to be on Wednesdays. Every other Wednesday.
We're doing it on Wednesdays. That's right. Yeah. Yep. Hopefully, probably, definitely before Dynamite and NXT. That's the whole plan. Okay. All right. With that being said, I don't know. We will think about an outro, but for now, we will just say, take care and see you on the flip side. Stay nerdy, folks. There you go.